What's up, guys?
And welcome to
Discussions with Yiangie.
I'm John.
And I'm Angie. So today we have another episode full, jam-packed of different topics that you guys wanted to hear from us.
So, guys, you guys want to know updates to Florida?
Yes, because we did announce, I think, was it in a YouTube video or was it in a podcast?
Discussion. I think it was mostly Discussions with Yiangie.
Okay. Yeah, so we did mention that we were moving to Florida, and you guys wanted an update on that. So we are in Canada, so we want to obviously move there legally. We don't want to be there like US gives Canada like 6 months to stay there. So we don't want to be going there for 6 months, coming back and like going back and forth like that. We'd want to just have our papers, be able to live there, not worry about coming back. And fortunately enough, I am part American, so my mother is American. She is the American, but doesn't it go by your dad's DNA
as well? Yeah. So you are like American, half American.
Yeah. So technically half American. My mother was born in the States, so fortunately enough, I'm able to get like a dual citizenship, which we are currently working towards. That is almost complete. We just need at least two more documents for myself. One of them we can easily just go and get it. The other one is a little bit complicated, but we're getting pointed in the right direction as to where to go.
Then some checkups, and then pretty much that's it.
Well, the checkups are for you. I don't need to do no checkups.
No, but we're talking to us, both of us. Or are you just going to the States?
No, I was just saying that from my part.
Guys, we just got the scoop.
No, I was just saying that from my part, I just need those two documents. Then we need to go do Yan's stuff, which we have to go to Montreal for. And which is, I mean, his is pretty simple. I would probably say yours is a lot more simple than mine. Right?
Yeah.
Because you just need a few things where I need to get like a whole bunch of things. But yeah, so far we are on the right track, going towards moving to the States, and I can just honestly tell you guys I am super excited.
Yeah, me too. So with that being said, we hope that you guys join us when we move to the States, and keep growing in this community. We truly appreciate it, the Yiangie family. You guys have asked us some couple of questions where we're not going to answer all the questions because there was too many, but we're going to answer most of the popular questions that we have seen around.
Yeah, and like the repeat questions, because there were a few that were repeated.
Yeah.
So those were the ones we figured that you guys wanted to know most about us. So those are the ones we're going to answer as well.
Okay. Do you want to take it, babe?
Okay, so I have the first question pulled up here that you guys wanted to know, and that is, what was your first impression of each other? So you go first.
I was like, dang, that's gonna be mine. I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
My first impression, I'm like, damn, we have quite a bit in common except for the places that we were born.
Yeah.
So, and obviously I did find him attractive, and his green eyes.
Okay, so next question. What was the best party you've ever been to? What was the best party you've ever been to?
I'm not much of a partier.
We're gonna read a few of them. We're not gonna read them all because there was like over 100 questions that you guys asked us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Our DMs were flooded.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your first impression of each other's friends? So I'll let you go first on that one.
Your friends.
You've only really met two.
Two of you. But they were like your best friends. I liked them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked them. I thought that they were very like really outgoing, really friendly, and I thought I especially met one of them more than the other one, no? Or did I meet both at the same time? Because I only met one once, and the other one I saw twice, or no?
Yeah, you saw one twice, but she was at work, so it wasn't really, too much.
True.
But you met them at least like talked to them at least once. One of them you saw twice.
Yeah, guys. But yeah, like they were really cool friends and stuff. So I had no, I liked them. I felt like one represented you more than the other at the moment, because I could see why you were friends of like they had like different personalities that you technically at the time were like friends with.
Yeah.
One was more the quiet, calm, let's chill vibe, and the other one was like, okay, let's go. Here's the cool spots. Here's the people. Here's the,
Yeah.
Which that's always good to have.
Yeah.
In friends.
Yeah. My first impression of your friends, who should I say? I've met at least two of them, no? Or technically one, right? Because the other one was more like an acquaintance that you knew of.
Who?
Oh, but I also met Lorenzo. No, I was talking about like Sulik, Najovi, them.
Oh, yeah, Najovi? No, Najovi was like more of
an acquaintance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought, I mean, if we're talking about like your regular friends,
yeah,
I thought they were pretty cool. Obviously, I wouldn't have wanted to hang around as much if I didn't find them cool,
Yeah.
I mean, we even went to like a wrestling show together. So, I mean, I found them cool. Had their quirks to them, but it's what makes them them. Like, I could see why you were friends with each of them, just like how you said. Obviously your artist friend vibed with you in that way and brought that part out of you more, but this friend, like, I could see
we can shout him out, Lorenzo.
Yeah, so like seeing you, Lorenzo, like kind of showed me like how you, I don't know, like how you grew up, like your
you also met Marvin though.
I also met Marvin, but I only saw Marvin like twice.
And my birthday too. And New Year's.
So 3 times? That's 3 times, no?
I don't know.
Because the first time I met Marvin, I think, was New Year's.
Yeah. So New Year's, my birthday.
And then the time he came here to watch baseball.
True.
Which, I mean, you guys left pretty quickly too.
Yeah.
To go watch the game because we couldn't find it here.
Yeah.
But yeah, all 3 of them, they show different like vibes of you. So like, can I bring their names yet? Like, yeah. So like Sulik, he brought out like that artist, that creative side of you.
Yeah.
Like the the music, the artist side of you.
Yeah.
Marvin brought out like the chill, like laid back type of you. And then Lorenzo brought out more like the outgoing, playful side of you.
Wait, I missed what Marvin do? Sorry. What?
Marvin was like the chill, like laid back.
Yeah.
Vibe for you. And then Lorenzo was like the funny, the childish, like the playful side of you.
Yeah.
So I could see why you'd be friends with like all 3 of them.
Middle-aged, 25-year-old kids acting like...
Middle age? That's not middle age.
Middle ages?
That's not middle age.
No, 20, like in the middle of 25.
Mid-20s.
Yeah, mid-25s to like acting like 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds. But that's our vibe,
Yeah, it's like, it's your friendship, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you would have met my crew or my group or the people that I used to hang out in Toronto or that, that would have been another exploded scene. So.
Well, I also met like Loco and Ben, but that was just once. So I can't, like, I didn't, and they weren't with you, so I didn't really see their vibe with you.
Loco, you met Loco?
Yeah, at the cruise. The boat cruise.
He was there, no?
Yeah. And Ben.
True. Yeah.
But I didn't like really see you around them.
Yeah, because they were doing their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Loco was Loco on the cruise?
Yeah, he said hi to me. Remember?
True.
Yeah. But we were just talking. Q was cool. He's always cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoutouts to everybody that I used to hang out with in Toronto and stuff. What are your hobbies and what drew you into them? Are these relationship questions?
I guess it's a get to know us. It's good questions to get to know us.
I guess this is a get to know us segment. What is your hobbies? My hobbies are probably, I would say, soccer. I was a shy kid at a young age, so I had no real like friends. So me being out there and wanting to pursue something that like music was like I knew that networking was gonna be and communicating with people was gonna have to advance that. So I chose something that was out of my comfort zone, if you would say. And soccer was just a favorite sport that I've always watched and played, and I enjoyed doing both.
And you were fast, so that was a plus probably for soccer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my hobbies are anything art related, I would probably say. I like drawing, I like singing, I like acting. Um, and I touched base, I think, on one of the first videos for like one of our first podcast episodes. I think I touched base on that. What drew me into acting, I'll go one by one. What drew me into acting was really realistically Harry Potter. And I also want to shout out, or I guess not shout out, but give an RIP to Maggie Smith, who just died recently a few days ago. She was one of my favorites. No.
She was one of your favorites.
She was one. She was awesome. And she was in Hook. If you guys haven't seen that movie, it's like the Peter Pan movie with Robin Williams. Rest in peace as well. That was a good movie. But Harry Potter, I feel like watching just the first movie and seeing them, like, I'm a kid, right? Watching Harry Potter, which are kids. So it really got me like, wow, like they can do that. Maybe I can do that. And I I don't know why, but I'm able to memorize things really quickly. So I think maybe by like the second time that I watched Harry Potter, I knew like that whole train scene at the beginning where Hermione meets Ron and Harry. So like by the second time I watched it, I already memorized it. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's something there for me. And then I went to like acting summer camp, like Broadway. So that also kind of helped me get into like my love for music. Because also growing up, I used to listen to a lot of Selena Quintanilla, which was one of my favorite singers. Unfortunately, she passed away before I got to see her in concert, but I still heard her albums. And that really got me into music and singing, and being able to go to like that Broadway type summer camp really like opened my eyes to that world, I guess. And I'm like, damn, like this is something I really want to do. And then drawing, I mean, I've always been like a doodler. When I'm like bored in class or at home, I would always like draw stuff, and they're really good. So that it was just natural to me, I guess. Okay.
All right, guys. So we are going to be answering a few questions more, and then we are going to wrap it up to our final segment. Mm-hmm. What do you think is your love language?
My love language. I feel like one of my love languages I'd probably say is like showing interest in what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're showing interest in something that like I'm interested in or that I like doing, stuff like that, that's like one of my love languages. And the other one is just, I think that would be my top one. I'll say that one. Yeah. What's yours?
Well, I think my love language is showing, how do I say it? more of like respect for each other. All right, guys. So I think that's good enough because a lot of you guys asked us get to know us questions and relationship advices. For the relationship advices, I guess we'll make them in a different video or podcast if we haven't answered your question.
Yeah.
But
and if you have any other questions, definitely either comment them down below if you have a comment section, or DM us Yan Rodriguez _ or Angie Tere Esparza.
Yeah.
Or Discussions with Yiangie. I think we're on Instagram too, right?
Yep.
As Discussions with Yiangie. So you can DM us to our specific podcast page.
Yeah. All right, guys. So our final but not least segment, especially for this one right here.
New segment of Am I the A-hole? We have 2 new Am I the A-holes. So let's get started with the first one. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to go to my brother's wedding because my sister-in-law keeps making jokes about my past addictions? So I, 34 female, so the person's 34 female, have a bit of a situation going on with my brother, who is a 30 male, and his fiance Amara, which is 29 female. To give some context, I've been sober for about 4 years now, but in my early 20s, I struggled with alcohol and drugs. It was a really dark time for me, and I worked hard to get to where I am now. My brother has always been super supportive, but Amara, not so much. At first, it was little things that I tried to ignore. At family dinners, she'd say things like, "Oh, better keep the wine bottle away from my name," and laugh like it was funny. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, so I just kind of awkwardly smiled and moved on. But then it started happening more and more. A couple of months ago, we were all out at a restaurant with friends, and Amara made a joke about how if we run out of booze at the wedding, we'll know who drank it all. It was so embarrassing. Everyone kind of laughed, but it was that awkward, I don't know what to say kind of laugh. I felt sick. I ended up talking to her after that, trying to explain how much those comments hurt, and she just rolled her eyes and said I was being too sensitive, that it was just a joke. But it doesn't feel like a joke to me. My sobriety is such a huge part of my life, and it's not something I'm ashamed of. But when she makes those comments, I feel like all the hard work I've done just to get reduced to being the drunk in the room. The worst part was last week. We were talking about wedding plans, and she made another comment. Something like, "Are you sure you can handle the open bar, or should we get a babysitter for you?" I couldn't take it. My brother was there and didn't say anything. I left because I was so mad, but also hurt that my own brother wouldn't defend me. I tried to talk to him about it afterwards, and while he admits that Amara's jokes are out of line, he keeps saying it's just her sense of humor, and that I need to let it go. He says she doesn't mean it in a bad way, and that I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am. I'm at the point where I really don't want to go to their wedding. I know it's his big day and all, but I can't imagine being there, sitting at a table, knowing Amara's going to make more comments, and feeling like I'm the joke. When I told my brother this, he got super upset, saying I was going to ruin the wedding and that family comes first. So now I don't know what to do. I love my brother. I don't think I should have to suck it up and be miserable just to keep the peace. Am I the a-hole for thinking that about skipping the wedding because of Amara's jokes, or am I being too sensitive like she says? Thoughts?
I feel like we have the first Am I the a-hole? For me, at least, in my opinion, I feel like the cousin?
The sister?
Yeah, is taking it way too far. Are they related? Like the sister and sister? Yeah, no?
Oh, no, it's a sister-in-law, so it's
Sister-in-law.
the brother's future wife.
Yeah, no. Those comments about somebody's sobriety is not, in my books, like something you can like at least like joke about, you know?
Yeah.
And as far as like too much, pushing it over and over and over, it's like,
Yeah. Also, she's been sober for 4 years. It's not like she's just sober for a few months, right?
yeah.
If she's been able to be okay around alcohol for 4 years, you think like at a wedding she's just gonna go overboard? I think the sister-in-law is the a-hole, and the
Trying to get
brother,
attention.
yeah, and the brother is kind of an a-hole. He's not.
Doesn't care about the feelings, so doesn't understand the situation of
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't like stop to think of what his sister is going through with those comments. He's just brushing it off like, "Oh, you're overreacting. That's just her sense of humor." That really shouldn't be the sense of humor if that's the only person she's
that can really,
making jokes about.
sorry to cut you off, but that can really, like, if you're not strong enough, that can like put you in a weird like position, like depression.
Yeah, it can
make you feel
put her
bad.
back into that situation.
And they're supposed to be family, so
yeah, I think the sister-in-law is the a-hole. The writer of this is not the a-hole. I would suggest not even going to the wedding.
yeah. And so let's see what the most of you have said.
Not the a-hole. Amara is an ugly-hearted person who makes these jokes to make herself feel good by hurting you. More troubling, your brother is making a choice that he's willing to see you in pain rather than challenge Amara in the slightest. A bunch of congratulations on the sobriety. Tell him you'll go to his next wedding, hopefully one without a mean girl.
Oh,
A joke is one thing. This is bullying, not the a-hole.
yep, exactly. So you guys don't know somebody's story behind the scenes, or don't ever think that you know somebody just because you're in the same building as them or like see them every day. You don't ever know what they're dealing with, and sobriety and stuff like that, it's not something to be joking about.
Yeah.
It's a very important matter, and we hope that you guys take care of each other, appreciate each other, look out for one another, and yeah, we send much love to everybody here, and we hope you enjoy this podcast. If you guys are listening to our audio, make sure you guys download it and share it and give us a rating on each platform that you are listening to, por favor. And if you are listening to our YouTube, make sure to give this a subscribe, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications on that bell for every time we post a
Episode.
Comment down below what you guys thought on those segments, on what the topics that we discussed today, and pretty much, yeah. With that being said, I'm John.
And I'm Angie.
And this is
Discussions with Yiangie.
Until then, we love you all, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.